Okay guys, welcome back to Smash Brothers 3. Today we're going to start tackling World 8, and the first thing up is the first part of Bowser's military. He's going to blitzkrieg us with his tank brigade, which shoots all kinds of ammunition around everywhere, including regular cannonballs and bullet freaking bills. Or bullet bills, sorry. Yeah, they're here too, but I meant bombs, sorry. And we get points for bombs blowing up other bombs and bombs. Pretty nice of them. Well, we just do that. And these are the dark-colored Rocky Wrenches. They only have the ability to die once. They don't revive like their comrades, who mostly overpopulate the game. So that's good, at least. And the dark ones tend to actually... I don't know, it's just they put a lot of design time into this. They seem to pop up an awful lot in this world in the worst times. And also, something I love about the tanks, especially this first level of tank... Whoa! Is the crazy designs of the wood tanks with the treads and stuff. It's a neat design motif, if you will. They really put some thought into this when they designed this. A lot of work. Well, I almost lost my Tanuki suit. I'm gonna lose it eventually. I'm surprised they don't chuck it right into your face for being so bold to get that close, but you know what? Oh, goodly lordly goo. Kill him. Oh, okay. Good. We got the slowdown in. That's what we needed. Alright, seriously, what's going on? I love this tank here. It's like, oh, it's such an easy tank, right? Duck. Because that's coming down your skull. They totally set you up to think you're safe when you're not. What a bunch of jerks. And this is the last tank in the brigade. And I love how they took this brick out here, because they realized people might fall off the side. I love how the tanks just stopped rolling now. It's like, where were you guys rolling in the first place? Seriously. And what do we get but... that guy. It's a boomerang brother who's running the whole thing. It seems like a real letdown of an enemy, really, at that point. So we did it. We did it. This is like a shortcut to later, but it's blocked by locks, so it doesn't do any good. So let's go take on Bowser's Navy. Yeah, he gets all the military groups involved in this particular fight. He's going all out. That power-up is not worth it. It's not an easy power-up to get to. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do it, but the risk-reward on it is just not that good, so I suggest not doing it. And honestly, it's just really not worth it. So, let's talk here. You see that really lovely Cleveland-like water down there? If you swim into that against the edge of the ship that I'm standing on right now, and you let Mario or Luigi drop down in the water for like, ooh, a second, just roughly a second, and then you start swimming to the right, if you time it right, you get underneath the ship, and you can swim underneath all the upcoming dangers, and you pop out at the back, where the pipe is, to the commander of the Navy. Which means you don't have to deal with all the crap that's coming. However, whoa, hello. I am going to actually try to do this the proper way. And we are just going to stay at the front. Staying at the front actually allows you to avoid a lot of the penalties that are lying around here. And we are going to kill that guy as well. Ah, damn Rocky Wrenches. You can actually kind of pop around the air here. If you have the good timing, you can pop around here and take out all the Rocky Wrenches one by one. And you can kill those big bullets, by the way. I just wanted to show that off. And this, as you can see, the Navy has some bigger guns, which makes sense. These are battleships, so they do have, you know, the good old 16-inch guns ready to fire. That's your best option. You wait, and you just kind of jump across the top and avoid that mess. It's a good little line of enemies, that's for sure. And there's going to be a bomb here on the right. Just be aware. I'm not sure why it is, but they set it up like that to screw with you. And you see, you can swim underneath, and you can then go up there. I think in the Japanese version, though, that part may still be there, and you can't make that jump, meaning you can't do that shortcut. But I'm not 100% on that, so, you know, don't quote me as truth. You can look it up, though. I'm sure it's been covered ad nauseum. Okay, so you can collect that as a statue, but the wand? No. No. You have to be, like, you know, flesh and blood. That's just the rule. The golden rule. Alright, Tanuki, we have definitely done well with you, but now that I've mentioned that, we're going down. But that's okay. Alright, so there's 3 levels here. Like, tiles 1, 3, and 5 are all levels. You can move out, and if you're unfortunate, or fortunate, depending on how you look at it, you get caught by a hand. And if you get caught by a hand, you are unfortunately forced into a fight. However, the fights lead to free raccoon leaves, so it's not a bad idea to do each one. They're not ridiculously hard or anything. That was kind of lucky. Alright, now we gotta deal with a sledge, brother. I am kind of cheesing a bit using that to stay safe, but that works for me. And you end up in this room. It's the same room every time. You get yourself a raccoon leaf. Awesome. And here we are. So, let's go across the next one. We didn't get grabbed. Now, if you want to get in there, originally what I used to play is to just run back and forth until I got caught, but you can just press A and go in. It's like any old level. This is the easiest one of the three, I'd say. It just has a bunch of coins and potaboos and some jumps over lava. That is it. There's nothing else to it. It's really not that difficult. That potaboo has crazy hops. Look at that thing. Ye gods, just flies out of there. Come on now. And perfect. And I don't know why I made my target smaller than I needed to. And incidentally, that first one with the Hammer Brothers, bringing firepower in is a great way to handle them, as always. So let's go across, and we're going to get picked off and forced to go into the run for your life cheap level. Again, I don't know if flying is dangerous or not. There's some levels in this game that are designed that you can't just go flying willy-nilly off the top of the screen. They will hurt you. They put, like, spikes and stuff up there. Whoa, goodness gracious. Ah, damn cheaps. It's not a long one. It's actually easier to get through with small Mario because you can just run right through the whole thing. I'm not used to having flight power. I'm used to being like Super Mario or like Fiery Mario because I'm picking up the other ones. Oh boy, here comes everybody's favorite, the Air Force. And the Air Force is pretty hellacious. But again, when I was a kid, I always thought this moved at like 100 miles an hour. It doesn't move that fast. It's fast, don't get me wrong. But it's not as fast as I remember it being. And again, having a raccoon tail helps. And the other thing you gotta remember is that your momentum is really weird. Because it's slightly faster than normal, your jump forward has a little more momentum than it normally does. So you gotta be careful. Let him throw and then get out of dodge. And we're just gonna take our time here and kill everybody. Get him. I love seeing the bottom half of their sprite just appear out of the bottom when you tail whip them. And you see, it's really not that hard. I used to have to P-wing through this, and even then, if you fly too high up, you die. So you gotta stay off the screen, but just a little bit. It's not a hard level, really. But everyone remembers it as this mighty terror because, as kids, your reflexes are crap. And incidentally, as Commander of the Air Force, this Boom Boom can fly. So, there you go. Not that bad. Everyone was all worried. They were going, Brian, you're gonna die, Brian, no. And I'm like, no, I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. And you're all worried and junk, and I can understand that. Being worried is a natural cohabitation. But anyway, join us next time when we'll start off on 8-1. It is going to be fun. And there's a lot of cool tricks in 8-1. There's fun stuff to do. And 8-2 has some interesting stuff as well. And then there's a fortress that, again, as a kid, used to intimidate the crap out of me. Oh man, there's so much fun stuff. I love World 8. Love it.